And I'll share briefly. I don't know how much Essie really knows, because I don't know if he ever really talked about it. But I spent most of my life battling severe depression. It was really bad. It really hit in high school. It was over a girl. I remember, I don't remember the date, but I remember the night that I came home from school and I'd been talking to a girl, and that day I saw her in the hall with another guy, and like, somebody else has rejected me. So I felt like I had no value. And all my life I'd made people laugh, and then I put my value in making somebody laugh. And whether it's a groan, eyes rolling, or whatever, if I got a reaction, it was as good as a laugh. And it became my defense mechanism so that nobody would know how I felt. And it was also my way to try to prevent other people feeling from what I felt. And I accepted Jesus as a fifth, going into sixth grade at summer camp, but was never truly discipled. So depending on your theology, you may say, well, you were saved, and at that point you're good. But I definitely walked away from faith. I got married to the wrong girl the first time around. We were not living appropriately, and she said that she was pregnant, so that's why we rushed the wedding. And the month before the wedding, she said she lost the baby. There was some controversies whether or not there was actually ever a baby. I don't know. But anyway, we got married. We were married exactly 4 months, and then filed for divorce the day after Christmas in 2006. And that was just another rejection for the voices to tell me, see, somebody promised to love you for your whole life, and they couldn't last 4 months. And so I really spiraled out of control, and suicide was always on my mind through high school, college. If I had a good week where I could make a couple people laugh, or when I got into pro wrestling, if I could have a good match, either as a good guy or a bad guy, where the crowd was entertained, I had enough value to live the next week.
Wow.
If I had a bad night in the wrestling match or wasn't able to make somebody laugh, then it was like I was struggling to find justification to be alive. In 2012, looking back in 2012, God was constantly giving me reasons to leave West Virginia. And I was starting to warm to the idea of fully pursuing a relationship with God. So I say that in that journey, I literally reached this mountaintop where one side was take my life, or one side was give my life. So finally, I chose to give my life to the Lord, and He showed me that I needed to leave West Virginia. He opened a door with my sister. I moved in and slept on her couch for a couple years and completely started over. And part of all that was starting comedy ministry. So instead of using comedy to hide who I am, I start using comedy as a way to reveal who He is. And so I'm now pursuing ministry and comedy, and also studying through the Assemblies of God, and not sure where God's going to take that. So that's my nutshell testimony.
Right.